Hey Dream Theater fans, welcome to a very special video. I've never heard The Astonishing before. I think I heard the song Gift of Music once, but other than that I never bothered to listen to this album. And I'm not really sure why, other than I just don't like the vibes I got from it when it first came out. But today I've decided to do something very special. I want to share the moment with you guys of me listening to this album from front to back for the very first time ever. I'm actually not going to listen to the full thing because I nor you probably have an hour and a half to sit here and watch me do this. I'm going to do 1 minute per track, and I'm going to take it in and give my thoughts. At the end of this video, I will either be an astonishing fan or it will continue to be my least favorite album by Dream Theater. Here we go. Track number 1, Descent of the Nomads. Sounds very science fiction-y. Very science fiction-y. Interesting to hear something like this on a Dream Theater album. Are the aliens landing? Is that what's going on here? Alright, there's the 1 minute on the Nomads. Let's check out Dystopia Overture. Classic Dream Theater, big cinematic sound. Nothing new here. That was a cool little turnaround. Definitely Dream Theater. I mean, this is the traditional Dream Theater setup. And there's the, sounds like the theme. I'm gonna have to stop it there at the 1 minute mark. You know, not bad. The Gift of Music, let's check this one out. Pretty sure I've heard this one before. Is it the single? I don't know. I know I've heard this somewhere. It's got a very James LaBrie kind of vibe to it. If you follow James LaBrie's solo stuff. A lot of energy to it. Everything feels like a chorus. Jaggedy rhythms. Gift of Music, it's definitely got that single vibe from the album. Here's the next one, The Answer. Classic Dream Theater ballad. Kind of on the sad side. See, it just sounds cheesy. to me. I don't know. I understand what they're trying to do, but it just... Labrie usually sounds powerful. He just sounds... Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Do you guys like this? I don't know. Move on to A Better Life. Hopefully it's a better song. Got some B-roll here. Some trotting horses and some yelling people. A little bit of an orchestral opening here. Little sus to the major, typical Dream Theater ballady type movement. Nothing wrong with it. I was not expecting this as the shift. I do like the piano in the background. It's kind of hard to hear, but so far, I'd have to say that that's probably the highest or the best moment so far. Let's move on to Lord Nefarious. Lord Nefarious. It's got like a musical kind of vibe to it. I can picture Labrie just like dancing around like a fairy on stage as he sings this. Musically interesting. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Like I said, it's got like a musical vibe to it to me. Obviously, Mike Mangini kills it on the drums there. On to A Savior in the Square. These titles are so seemingly random. I guess you gotta know the story, right? I just never bothered to get into this album. But again, I've decided to do it here with you guys. First time ever. It's been out for 8 years. And I'm finally like, you know what? Let's check it out. But let's do it for the channel. So if you're still here watching this, please leave a comment. Because if I were watching this, I would have left already. So if you find this interesting, thank you. Oh, that's a nice Petrucci solo. It's got like a 90s vibe to the tone and the style. Nice. Reiterating the passage an octave higher. That's all we got for that one. That's decent. When Your Time Has Come is the next one. Alright, When Your Time Has Come. That's cool. Gives it a Rush vibe. Some kind of string synth or something. Interesting drum pattern. Now it has that traditional Dream Theater major key ballad. What I like about Dream Theater is that they don't do this kind of stuff, typically. So I'm going to have to pass on this one. Nothing special about that. Act of Faith. Also spelled incorrectly on purpose. Alright, we got some strings. That was a cool movement. A lot of songs on this thing. Jeez. Obviously this works well with what they're doing. Little boring. I'm going to move on to 3 Days.
The admiration, the applause, and the cheers.
Interesting way of singing for Labrie.
You brought us all to tears.
This reminds me of that Aryan, the band Aryan. They had like a concept album in the early 2000s. I think it came out in 2003 or 2004. Labrie was actually on the album. It has that kind of vibe to it, where it's like literally like a musical, like a metal musical with space age sci-fi overtones. That's a cool riff. That's cool. Alright, the hovering Sojourn. I won't even need to stop this one. It's 28 seconds. More sounds from the aliens. Is this 9 Inch Nails? Alright, well that was interesting. Alright, on to Brother, Can You Hear Me? Got some sound effects. We're watching a movie. Picturing horse and carriage, musket guns, funny headdresses. Obviously, I'm only doing a minute per track because I don't have enough time in my life to do the full thing, and there we have it. That is what it is. Here's the next one, A Life Left Behind. Alright, A Life Left Behind. Dave Matthews Band kind of vibes. Jethro Tull vibes. This is sick. I like it. Total Jethro Tull vibes to me. Anyone else hear it? That bass line. Alright, so far this is my favorite track, A Life Left Behind. You can definitely hear older arrangement styles of Dream Theater in this, even though like it's different notes and a different feel. But they're definitely sticking with their playbook. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. The next one is Raven's Kill. Or Raven's Skill. More soft ballady piano, brought to you by Dream Theater.
Morning breaks beyond the night, and she's worlds away. Through crowded streets,
I'm getting nothing off this one. I mean, the effect on Labrie's voice, you have a little bit of reverb in there, maybe some delay. It sounds pretty good, but
please excuse me, sir, can you
a little
help me?
twist in the chords there. That was cool. So is that a diminished chord? Alright. It's a long one, we can't do it, but 50-50 on that. Here's Chosen. Just sounds like sad, like YouTube style music where you just, somebody just puts it out for free and you just use it without having to deal with copyright. It's got that kind of vibe to it. Just free music, right?
Her words ring true, her message clear.
I'm not even gonna do this one a full minute. This is exactly why I don't like this album. It's pathetic. It's weak. This is a tempting offer. And again, with the frickin', what is this, the Jordan Rudess hour? Like, come on, guys. Guess they showed me. Interesting note choices there. Well, that was cool. So the piano mimics the drum part. You know, if this were an instrumental album, it might have been better, honestly. Just think about that for a minute. If this were an instrumental album. Well, that got my attention. Let's just give it another couple seconds here. That was different. All right. Kind of a little bit of everything. Here's a short one, Digital Discord. More strange alien noises. Nothing special there. Here's the XAspect. And look at that, guys. They start with piano again. Amazing. I'm astonished. I got a classical piano vibe to that. Nothing wrong with it. The only thing wrong with it is that Dream Theater is on the title here, right? That's the only thing wrong with it. It doesn't stand up to being a Dream Theater thing for me, personally. This is about me, guys, not you, but thank you for watching me do this. Yeah, I'm gonna just more disappointment. Here's a new beginning. Very Dream Theater-esque rhythm there. Cool riff. Now the drums come in, the strings come in, and it sounds just like everything else on the album. I mean, if anybody else did this, it would be amazing, but it's Dream Theater, and I feel like we've already heard this song. I do like the vocal. I do like the vocal part, specifically, but... Alright, on to the road to revolution.
No standard way of working.
The road to revolution. Another Dream Theater nursery rhyme. You guys have to realize Dream Theater is one of my favorite bands, like top 5 ever out of the hundreds if not thousands of bands that I love. So it breaks my heart to be so critical, but what the hell were they thinking? Yeah, it's just more of the same. I'm not even going to entertain this. This one's called 2285. Alright, well, so we started off very like everything else on the album, but that was a really cool shift, so points for that. Alright, so this is probably one of the better tracks so far. Shit. That was cool. So clearly this is the track that they're like, alright, we gotta put something good on the album. Let's not sing over this one, and we'll make it a rocker, right? For what it is, it's kind of cool. I like this one. 2285. So the good news is there are a couple songs I will be checking out going forward. Very few. For the majority of this, it's awful. And it will remain awful in my eyes forever. I think the concept could have been absolutely amazing if they approached it with more of like the energy and writing style of Train of Thought, but did this kind of thing with the lyrics. But man, it is just, I just can't do it. And I love Dream Theater. Top 5 favorite bands of all time. They might be, in fact, my favorite metal band of all time. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.